Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the 2 of our fraud awareness program. Yesterday, we discussed the pervasive threat of identity theft and practical ways to safeguard our sensitive information. Today, we are driving into a specific tactics used by cyber criminals that can be used as dangerous but often more difficult to recognize: phishing scams. Phishing scams are one of the most widespread and dangerous forms of fraud, exploiting our trust and manipulating our behavior to trick us into revealing sensitive data. Criminals often masquerade as trusted organizations such as your bank, your government agencies, or even a colleague or friend. These schemes are engineered to make you believe you are responding to a legitimate request. They may use alarming language to make you feel a sense of urgency, claiming that your account will be suspended if you don't verify your details, or warning you of sensitive or suspicious activities. Some messages promise rewards, offering enticing discount or gift if you just click on a link or submit your information. But this link often lead to counterfeit website or download malware onto your devices, leaving your personal information exposed to hackers. What to expect today? Over the next hour, we'll uncover the different type of phishing scam you are likely to encounter, whether through email, text messages, or fake websites. Will exploit their common threat and red flag so that you can identify and avoid them before they cause harms. Understanding these scams is vital because even a single mistake can result in a severe financial loss or identity theft. But fear not, we will also provide practical tips and best practices to help you stay protected. How to identify phishing attempt: by verifying the sender's email address and looking out for subtle changes that indicate a fake. How to over link to see where they lead before clicking on them. While legitimate organizations will never ask you to share credentials or sensitive data via email. By the end of today's session, you have a clear understanding of how phishing scams work and how to stay safe online. Let's empower ourselves with the knowledge to recognize this threat and to keep our families and businesses and communities secure. Let's get started. Phishing scams are a sophisticated form of fraud designed to steal sensitive information by masquerading as a legitimate request. These scams cleverly manipulate victims into divulging personal details, password, or financial information through the guise of trustworthy communications. Today, we will explore how these scams operate, their characteristics, and effective strategy to protect yourself. Phishing typically employs fake emails, text messages, or websites. Scammers often pose as reputable entities such as banks, government agencies, or familiar online services. For example, you might receive an email that appears to be from your bank, alerting you to authorized activity on your account. This email urgently requests that you verify your identity by clicking on a link provided within the message. The link leads you to a fraudulent website designed to mimic the bank's official login page. Once you input your credentials, they are captured by the fraudsters. These scams don't just stop at email. Text messages, phishing, also known as smishing, and phone call phishing or vishing are other common tactics. In smishing, scammers send a text message claiming that you have won a contest, or they pretend to be issued alert from your bank. These messages include a link that, once clicked, can install malware on your phone or lead to a phishing site. Phishing, on the other hand, involves a direct phone call where the fraudster pretends to be a customer service agent or a government official. They might ask for your credit card details to verify your account, or intimate you with threat or fine or arrest related to fake charges or supposed unpaid taxes. Phishers also uses fake websites to trick people. They might create a website that closely resembles a popular shopping platform or financial service. When you search online for those services, you might advertently click on a link to a fraudulent site. Once there, if you attempt to log in or make a purchase, your information is directly sent to the scammers. This sophistication of phishing scams lies in their ability to instill urgency and fear, often using threatening language to compel immediate action. This message frequently contains generic greetings like "dear customer" rather than personalized with your name, which more legitimate communication would typically use. Another giveaway is poor grammar or spelling, which can be red flag, indicating that the email or messages is not from a reputable source. Protecting yourself from phishing requires a mixture of skepticism, vigilance, and proactive security measures. Always scrutinize email or messages that ask for personal information. Verify the sender's authenticity by checking the email address or website URL closely for any anomalies or misspelling. Instead of clicking on link provided in unsolicited messages, open a new browser tab and visit the website by typing in the address yourself, or better yet, call the company using a known legitimate number to verify the communication's legitimacy. Furthermore, enabling multi-factor authentication on your account can provide an additional security layer, ensuring that even if your password is compromised, there is another barrier to unauthorized access. A regular update to your operating system, browser, and security software are essential in defending against malware that phishing attempt might install on your device. Educating yourself and others about the nature of phishing and staying updated on new tactics can also enhance your defense against these deceptive strategies. If you encounter a phishing attempt, report it to your email provider or the Federal Trade Commission can help to mitigate the risk to others. By understanding the mechanism of phishing and implementing this proactive strategy, you can significantly reduce the likelihood of falling victim to this increasingly common and damaging scam. As we conclude today's discussion on phishing scam, it's clear that scammers are relentless and constantly finding new ways to deceive us, exploit our fear, and craft messages to manipulate us into giving up sensitive information. However, we are not powerless against them. By understanding the tactics or pictures used, whether through email, text messages, phone call, or fraudulent website, we can recognize the signs and protect ourselves more effectively. Remember, legitimate organization will never ask you to share sensitive information through unsolicited email or text. Always verify before you click. Be cautious with your personal information and maintain strong security practice like multi-factor authentication. If something feels off or make you anxious, listen to that instinct and investigate further. Report suspicious email or messages and educate your friends and family so they too can recognize this threat. The journey of staying protected requires continued vigilance and proactive mindset. Stay informed, secure your data, and thank you for being a part of today's session. We hope you join us next time as we tackle another form of fraudulent activity. Continue our shared mission to empower ourselves and others with the knowledge to stay safe. Stay safe and see you next time. Bye.